Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new season of Inside the Mind of a Pro. It's October 2024, the perfect time to head to Cyprus for hundreds of players from Europe and around the world. On this Mediterranean island, summer never really ends, and the EPT circuit has set up a festival where the stakes are as hot as the weather. For our first visit to the island, who better to turn to than a player who is also making his debut in the series? A year earlier, Julien Sitbon's integration into Team Winamax seemed like a natural fit. In a career spanning more than 10 years, the Parisian pro had racked up over $3.3 million in winnings, all while collecting trophies, including a WSOP bracelet won in 2023. Since then, the charismatic Julien Sitbon has found his place within the team. A complete player, he embodies the school of live poker, intuition, and endurance, while also possessing the discipline necessary to shine online. Today, he's preparing to take on a challenge that is essential for any member of Team Winamax, revealing his thoughts, doubts, and flashes of brilliance without a safety net during a major event on the circuit. The $5,300 main event is about to begin, and close to 1,300 players are expected to take part. They'll be kicking off with a stack of 30,000 and blinds at 100-100. Julien, it's your turn.
Aujourd'hui, tu joues le main?
Ouais, le main.
Tu commences à quelle heure?
Ça commence à midi. Je pense que je vais essayer d'aller direct là. J'aime bien jouer bien deep.
T'as prévu de re-entry ou pas? Si jamais.
Ouais, bien sûr. Après, c'est un seul re-entry.
Tout de suite.
Le gros boss? Non. Le truc, c'est que hier, il y avait le Mara. Aujourd'hui, on est un B, du coup, on a un re-entry seulement. Donc, a priori, si je buste tôt, ben, j'enchaîne. Si jamais je buste très tard, je pense que je la garde pour D2, même deep. Mais je vais pas bust.
Tu connais ta table?
Non, il n'y a pas les tables.
Ils mettent toujours au dernier moment, c'est fou ça.
En fait, le truc, c'est qu'avant, sur les D1, ils te mettaient les tables.
Me laisse.
Sauf que les gens, ils regardaient les joueurs directement, du coup, ils prenaient des infos et ils y allaient ou ils y allaient pas, tu vois. C'est-à-dire qu'en gros, tu as ton ticket et tu vois qu'à la table, tu que des règles, tu dis, vas-y, j'y vais pas, je change de table ou alors j'attends 2 heures ou quoi, tu vois. Donc maintenant, ils mettent plus quel joueur t'as à la table. Par contre, c'est un truc de fou parce que moi, il n'y a pas sur moi la peur. Hein. Tu as arrêté, ouais?
Tu me laisses.
Et du coup, ouais, début midi aujourd'hui. Et là, on est parti pour 6 jours. Hein.
Tu l'as trouvé pas celui-là?
Non, direct. J'étais un peu frustré hier en plus de la fin du D2 là. On va bosser après, on va faire la prépa tranquille. On va pas rapidement manger. Mais il y avait plein de spots et tout. Franchement, je suis content, j'ai bien joué après. Mais juste un peu de frustration quoi. Parce que ça fait 2 deep runs où.
On fait la prépa après, tu me dis?
Ouais, on fait la prépa après, ouais. Vas-y, vas-y. Si tu peux le carnet, on met là-haut tranquille, quoi. Je vais vite fait me brosser les dents et après je go, genre d'ici 20 minutes tranquille, quoi.
Bien.
4 pour le rebuy. C'est horrible, je déteste, je prépare le rebuy, on sait jamais. Ça m'en fout.
This is one of the most important moments of my preparation. I like, as part of this routine, to take 5 minutes to meditate, do a few small mental exercises that allow me to be in the present moment and manage to set my objectives.
Vas-y, je go. Ouais. C'est bon. Peut-être je repasse à la première pause, je sais pas encore. Je te dis de toute façon.
Ouais, tu me dis parce que je serai peut-être avec Christine.
Bah du coup c'est dans 2 heures, c'est 14. Non, je vais pas à la piscine, c'est sûr. Ah quoique si, peut-être je passe à la piscine si t'es à la piscine. Vraiment. Vas-y. Allez, à toutes. Merci.
It's so cool to have my girlfriend come with me to these festivals. Helps me enormously, mentally especially. It's the end of the day or at breakfast in the morning for the preparation. It's really one of the stops I like best during the year because there's the beach, there's the sun, the pool. I'm here, well prepared. I remember that last year I made it to the end of day 3, I believe, like 45th, 50th. The important thing for me is always to arrive at the start of the tournament. The first minute is important. We often play 4 or 5-handed, so that's super cool. Great, I'm in seat 2, I love it. Right in the middle, I can look from all sides, that's great.
Hello. We're playing 9, 8 on it?
No, 800.
Yeah, good. So I should be like in the middle here, right?
Seat 2, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Amazing. I have the impression that I don't recognize anyone at the table.
Hey.
This is great.
Smaller ticket. I do. You do?
I think I might have played against this player at the start of the festival.
That is coming.
Great, the guy to my left is already starting to hide.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
That's brilliant.
Sorry. No worries.
We're starting 300 deep. We're going to be 4-handed. It's the first time I'm gonna play with the Inside the Mind of a Pro cameras. I have to admit, I'm a bit apprehensive.
Then I'm at the right table.
Definitely, you're the good one. You're the only one, actually.
Wonderful.
Where do you come from? I played with you once. I don't remember where.
I think so. I'm originally from Russia.
Okay.
I live in Spain for the last 4 years.
Okay, so maybe in Barcelona or stuff.
Barcelona, probably.
Yeah, I figured I remember your face.
Yes.
What's your name?
Anton.
Julian.
Julian,
Nice to meet you. And good luck.
And good luck to you too.
Yeah.
Open from the button. A recreational player, presumably. 10-6 off, not great. But hey, 300 deep. I'm going to defend easy, especially against a 2x. Okay, we have a gut shot and backdoor flush draw. I'm just gonna check.
Check.
Snap check, okay. I think I can stop bluffing here even without betting much. 1/3 half pot. Attack the king high, ace high. Okay. River deuce, which doesn't change anything. I think I can bluff then. What size am I gonna make it? I think 2/3 is not bad. Okay, snap call perfect. I don't mind starting the tournament with a small bluff.
I send.
It doesn't cost much and it shows straight away that I'm gonna bluff during the day. I'm taking notes of my hands. It's the first time I'm doing this. It feels weird. I have ace-9 off on the button. I think I'm just going to flat. I'm playing in position against a player I don't know. Okay, it's a board he's supposed to often check. Cutoff versus button.
Check.
I have two options. I can bet or I can check. I'm going to opt for the check this time.
Check.
It'll allow him to hit something. He could take back the lead with Queen Jack, Jack 10, hands like that. A few flush draws. Okay, I'm gonna call in position nice and easy. We'll see what he does on the river. That doesn't complete anything. Well, he could have some queen 3 suited, hands like that, but...
Check.
So I'm still going to value bet my hand. Now, it's about figuring out which bet sizing I'm going to use and what am I looking to target. I think there are a few king x that could call, a few small ace x2 that I'm beating, ace 6, ace 7, ace 8. I think we can go a bit big, like 2/3, 3/4.
Good.
I could have some bluffs like queen jack, jack 10 or flush draws. Come on, throw in your chips. Come on, throw in your chips. Ugh, when he does that, I feel like he's going to fold. He folds. Too bad, too bad. Still, it's always nice to take down a pot. It's the start of the day's going to be long.
We stayed on the balcony.
Yeah, yes. You stay in the crystal or?
No, I have an apartment.
An apartment. But anyway,
It's nice to see that they're chatting at the table, so it's a table
No,
that's
it's
going to
very
be
nice.
chill, and we might be able to
And
get some information at some
good
point in the
service. I mean,
tournament.
they're trying at least to be.
No, it's there. It's
They're
there.
trying to be good.
I forgot to take
He was standing, therefore he's not supposed to get caught. Pocket fives on the button. I'm going to flat.
It's really,
Nice
it's
and
really
easy.
great.
I really want to make a set and play a big pot against him.
Really great.
It's coming from Rotterdam, from last week, and it's like the opposites.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, not service-wise, but location-wise,
Yeah, of course.
I don't really like that here. Check. Check.
He should check this board quite often, but he bets very small, like 20% of the pot. Pocket fives, I have backdoor draws. I'm going to call nice and easy. I find that he checks really quickly each time. I feel like I don't have any value here. No need to turn it into a bluff.
Check.
He bets super quickly. What does he have in this spot? Is he value betting at 10? I don't feel like he has a queen. He would always double barrel. I think I've always lost here. Even if it's not expensive, you still have to manage to fold here. Come on, Ju, fold your cards. Come on. Alright, I'm going to fold here anyway. I'm still going to gather a bit of information just in case. Watch him. I don't see him bluffing with that sizing on the river. Here comes Steph. It's always nice having Steph nearby.
Ah, quoi? Ouais, tranquille, toi?
Bien.
Ouais, tranquille. J'ai une belle table.
Started.
Ouais, comment ça à l'heure, quoi, midi?
Ok.
Belle table. Je connais personne. À part lui qui vient d'arriver, mais... Quel bon joueur, il a fait deuxième de l'EPT à Paris.
Je connais aucun des autres.
Aucun des autres. Genre, j'essayais juste lui, je l'ai vu 1 ou 2 fois. Et l'autre, je l'ai croisé dans l'ascenseur.
Pour te mettre en mode étudiant alors.
J'étais sûr qu'il avait ce 4 de pique, moi. Tu vois quoi? Waouh, il a payé
Allez.
As-3. Bon, vas-y, ça marche. Merci.
Julien, are you going to stream it somewhere or not? The videos you make, you're going to stream somewhere or not?
It's a TV show. I don't know if you know in Winamax. It's Inside the Mind of a Pro. Have you heard of it?
I'll check it out tonight if I have the power.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah,
On
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can have on YouTube.
Let's actually have a
You can have a look.
Yeah,
It's really nice show. Actually, it's my first time on this one, so you'll be on my first one.
Okay, good.
I wonder how they're going to react with the cameras. I know it can affect me a bit. Let's see if they will be uncomfortable too, maybe even more than me.
Oh.
Winamax inside
Inside the mind
the
of a
mind of a
pro.
pro.
Ace 4 off. Easy raise on the button.
3.
Raise 3.
I like playing a lot of small pots at the beginning of a tournament. Jack 7-2. It's a board that I can check more often, but I can also bet. I'm going to check this time.
Check.
I'm going to see how he reacts on a few turns, if he takes back the lead or not. 6 of hearts, which brings in a flush draw.
Check.
Okay, he's not leading this one. Interesting. I get the feeling that when he lowers his head like that and doesn't confront, he might have a little something. 9 of hearts. Now, there's very little chance I'll win this hand, but I'll go see his hand. Okay, the 6.
6.
He could have value bet on the river here, I think. Interesting to see that they're playing pretty passively. That they don't want to get worked up.
Yeah, she has an understanding of poker, at least,
Okay.
you know, she...
It's good to share the same passion, so if she likes it,
Yes,
it's nice.
of course.
It's better for her to understand you better.
Absolutely. I don't know how the kids gonna look at it. They won't see their parents anymore. Any-
How old are they?
I've got 5.
Wow.
Yes, and between 11 and 28, and 11, 14, and 15 they live
Raise
with
3.
us. Still. The other
Okay.
ones.
A masked friend is thinking about 3 betting. Okay,
Raise.
800.
I will finish it.
Sure.
Changes things a bit with him cold calling here. Anyway, my hand is too strong. Suited aces like that perform really well. I'm just going to defend. I could sometimes 4-bet with the money that appears dead in the middle, but I'm not sure it's dead money. We're way too deep. I think he probably has a range with a lot of small pairs and lots of things like that. They really like seeing flops. There's no way I'm losing a chip in this spot.
Check.
King 6-3 rainbow without diamond.
Check. Bet.
It's nice to see that the guy who 3-bet gave the lead to the guy who called, who wasn't supposed to call pre-flop, by the way.
Welcome to the table. Okay.
So he's a bit risk averse. He really prefers to let the other guy who's representing quite a bit of strength at that point. Very interesting to see that. He gave up straight away.
I'm not sure. I think you have to have authorization.
No, even with authorization, it's not possible.
It's not possible. Okay, yeah.
No, you can film the flop,
But not the
but
card.
you cannot film
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole card.
Yeah, because you cannot put your phone like this, I think.
Not only that, I think, yeah, this is one of the reasons, and second reason, they're afraid of somebody could see it and
Yeah.
translate to somebody and think.
I agree, yeah.
Understandable that they're, you know.
Raise.
Ace 7 suited. Finally a nice hand. I could 3-bet here, but at the start of the tournament, I want to play quite a few hands, small pots. I like keeping the pot small. Even if I'm out of position, it's not a big deal. Very good flop for my hand. Not necessarily for my range. I'm perceived as having a lot of broadways. Some pairs as well, though. You should see bit often.
He's coming over like she's having a massage now. We're going to be here like 2 hours.
Okay, surprising.
Okay.
6 of clubs. I very often have the best hand here. Now I'm going to have to value bet my hand. How much? I think I like polarizing my range here. A fairly big sizing. I could go from pot to overbet, I think. I'm perceived as having quite a few bluffs, like 8, 9, 9, 10, flush draws. Yeah, I think pot is good.
800.
800.
He does look interested, though. Okay, I don't see him folding. I feel like he's even considering raising. That's crazy. Okay, he calls. Okay, 4 of clubs. He completes the flush. That's a bit annoying, but I think I still have quite a lot of value. As I was saying earlier, I'm perceived as having quite a few bluffs. I have 8, 9, 9, 10, the broadways, such as King Jack with a club, King Queen with a club, all these hands that could start bluffing and that could bluff this river to make ace high fold. So I need to go for a sizing that's relatively big, maybe, although like half pot, 2/3, I might be able to get that called. I don't feel like polarizing. Snap call, okay. Pocket aces. Wow. Wow. I saved loads in this spot. Plus, I was considering check raising the flop if he had bet. That's cool, thanks to you. His check on the flop was weird. Yeah, maybe he thought I didn't have anything and he wanted me to hit something on the turn, but... It's important to have patience at the beginning of a tournament. Even if we want to play a lot of small pots, still try to have hands that are interesting to play post-flop. Starting to get a sense of the profiles at the table, including the person who just raised and the one who's thinking right now.
How much is it? 5?
5, yeah.
Pocket 5s. Still the same hope of making a set.
So,
I'm going to try to go see this flop. Seems to be laughing. The attitude shift there is wild. He was quietly having a laugh and now he's starting to fidget all over the place in his chair. That's pretty strange. He looks way too serious right now. Okay, it wouldn't surprise me if he 3-bets then. It's strange because when you scratch yourself like that, there's a bit of a feeling of discomfort nonetheless. Maybe he has a spot. He's hesitating between flatting and 3-betting. So he goes for the 3-bet.
Raise.
3,800. That's a big bet. It's the right sizing, but it's a big bet compared to the stack he has, even if we're about 100 deep. If everyone had called, I might have possibly been able to consider calling too, but I don't think that's the best idea right now. No, I'm going to have to fold. It's a bit annoying to play out of position. We're playing to hit the 5 or else to really put ourselves in a tough spot. At the beginning of a tournament, it's not necessarily what we want.
One card, sure. You want? One? Yes. One card. One card. Next time? Yes. With everybody? Always? Only one time? One time. Okay, one time only. Which card? This one? This one for sure? Yes. Okay. Good? Good, good. You want to see this one too? No. Good. It's not for you.
Amazing, I don't even need to do the work I usually do. The guys are showing their cards on their own. Brilliant. First limp of the day. Jack 9 suited, I'm definitely going to isolate. He's a player I really want to play against. I'm in position, I've seen him do some pretty weird stuff.
Raise to 800. All in.
Wow.
Nice. Just all in, that's it.
All in for 120 big blinds.
Nice hand.
Poker isn't dead. How am I going to adapt to that? I need to think about that. I remember I watched his EPT final table. He played really well. He finished second against Barney Boatman, if I remember correctly. We're going to play our first hand against each other. It's not great, but I'm going to defend ace-5 off. If we were less deep, I could have considered 3-betting, but in this case, definitely not. Not bad. I have the ace of spades.
Check.
I can often play those boards with the check raise.
Check.
He bets, okay.
Right.
He bets 1/3, so here I can either check raise or call with the ace of spades and the backdoor straight draws. I'm gonna go for the latter. The annoying thing is that I open the spot for David to check raise. But yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. I have the impression he really wants to do it. Okay. Yeah, that's not a very good card for me. David has a lot of broadways that would have decided to check call because we're 3-way and it's not expensive. He could have like King Jack with a spade, Ace Jack with a spade.
Check.
He could have Jack 10 suited, sometimes Jack 10 with a backdoor draw, things like that. So I'm really expecting him to check now.
Check.
Okay. I'm I'm not going to start turning ace-high into a bluff here. I'm going to go to showdown even if I'd be greatly surprised if I win. Always take a bit of time and try to observe my opponents.
Check. Check.
You could lose against pocket 4s on the button, pocket 5s on the button from time to time. I'm not under the impression he has a jack then, David. Or maybe he wants to bluff.
Ace-high.
So please, ace-high. Good.
Is it really going to be enough?
Ace-strike.
Amazing. Wow, it's crazy that he doesn't turn it into a
Yeah,
bluff.
impressed. I didn't think. I said, should I bluff this one? And then I said, wow. I think it's the first 10 I won in like 2 hours, so it's fine. I'm happy about this.
Okay.
I didn't expect to win this one, to be honest, but
Balance.
I can't see what he showed down here, like king-queen, king-10 suited. It's crazy that he didn't turn his hand into a bluff here. Maybe he thought I had an 8 and I was never going to fold. Pocket 8s, that's not bad. I'm obviously going to open.
raise.
Raise 500.
How I hate it when someone tanks like that.
Fold.
I always get the impression, and I'm almost sure he's going to 3-bet this spot every time. At the same time, to cut-off calling, there are few cold calls here. He's more often going to 3-bet than call in position. Yeah, obviously.
Raise.
How much? 2,500? There's not much else to do here but set mine. So, I'm going to try to hit a set. And normally there should be 3 of us in the hand. I don't really see him folding between the 2 of us there.
Fold.
Double checking? Yes, yes. You do have 6-7 of diamonds, you can call. He gets back in the chair and everything. That's also a feeling of discomfort, I feel like.
Echo. The greatest. Change.
People aren't happy to play big pots, that's for sure. Okay. Well, that's going to be easy.
Check.
I think he's going to c-bet range here. I don't know why he's taking so long, it's driving me crazy.
Bet.
So I'm going to do like him then. I'm going to look. Can I float here out of position? I don't know why. I don't feel him as strong as that. I almost feel like making a move, but no. I think I'm going to tank because there are only 15 seconds left before the break, so I'm going to make sure we go straight to the break and don't play another hand to take advantage of the break. We're allowed a bit of acting after all. The advantage of being at the hotel is that you can go straight to your room and rest a little. I've just played for 2 hours. Not the best 2 hours of poker. Not much to sink your teeth into, but we're going to enjoy the break.
Attention players and dealers in the main event. Your tournament is now break for 25 minutes. 25-minute break in the main event.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm hardly ever late.
Ah, ces ascenseurs.
They put the air conditioner right above my head also. Three suited. Suited, I'm going to defend.
800.
I played with him at EPT Barcelona, if I remember correctly. I have bottom pair. How much is he betting? 40%. It's not great, but I'm going to call anyway. I'm not folding a pair straight away. What sucks is that I have 0 backdoors. Okay, the flush. It's a card he's supposed to check back very, very, very often, which is rather good for me. Plus, I saw earlier that he didn't value bet with his 6. I think he's on the tighter side. Okay, now the question is, do I turn my hand into a bluff here to make an 8 pocket 9s, pocket 10s, hands like that fold? Am I beating king, queen, king, jack with a diamond? Is he going to bluff them? That's the problem with this spot. But I don't feel like he fights back much. Maybe I can go to showdown. Yeah, I think I will go to showdown. Plus, he was looking at me, I feel like he didn't want me to bet.
Just a 3.
Alright. That's crazy. It's the second time I've won a hand when I thought I was losing. That's really, really, really interesting. They're not aiming to win every pot. There are spots where they should bluff, but they don't. Because I would have always bet an ace on the river or diamonds. Well, very often anyway. Good information gathering there. Between the other player who limps and jams right away and this one who doesn't fight much. Oh, pocket ace is awesome. I've been waiting for them all day. What are we going to do? A small open. Come on, let's get some action. A small 3-bet. No. He's spend your day waiting for pocket aces. The only thing you want is some action. Okay, at least he's going to defend, I think. That's good. This is a board I'm going to see bet at a really, really high frequency. So, I'm not going to bet very big. I think 1/3 is good. That's great. It brings in a flush draw. He could have like Jack Queen, Jack 10, hands like these, that he would have floated the flop with. So I'm going to start polarizing my range and try to extract value. And I think that's what I do with hands like King Queen, like Ace 4 of clubs, Ace 5 of clubs, to start getting 2s and 3s to fold. So I'm going to go for a 2/3, maybe even pot size bet here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, pot. He snap folds. Too bad, too bad. Alright, it's not a big deal. Taking down a pot always feels good.
That's normal, Julien. With aces, you can never have enough. And we're not having enough of you either, especially after those first 2 hours of play. You've had to remain cautious because you couldn't hit any big flops at a rather aggressive and somewhat unpredictable table. Your starting stack, 30,000, has dropped a little, yes, but this EPT Cyprus has only just begun. With a stack of 25,000, you still have over 80 blinds in front of you. We'll be by your side as we continue to watch your first steps in our favorite series, starting with the next episode of Inside the Mind of a Pro.